Big for me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to this Louie T Network update. I want to thank each and every single one of you who are watching this live. For those of you who are watching this on playback, thank you as well. If you're watching this, more likely than not, you have signed up for one or more of the LTN exclusives here in 2023, and I can't thank you enough. This is what makes this community so much fun. This is what makes football season a ton of fun for me. Outside of the fact that I'm just a football junkie, part of the adrenaline rush of watching these games is having something extra on the line. I'm not a big gambler per se. Like, I'm not, living and dying on every single snap. Man, I need this guy to get, over under 59 yards, that kind of thing. That's not my thing. My thing is the game overall, picking a winner, survivor pools, things of that nature, proving I know the league by watching these games, picking winners consistently for 18 weeks and coming out victorious. It's hard to do, as those of you who have done this with me for multiple years know. It's not easy, right? Picking these games, the NFL is so unpredictable. It's really tough. I've undergone some changes. So if you've played with me in the past, pause. I'm talking about it with the LTN exclusives. If you've done this, I used to have a website, right? LouieTeeNetwork.net. What I found was I was wasting money. I wasn't really using the site for anything but these LTN exclusives. I wasn't updating it regularly. I wasn't getting the most bang for my buck. I was just, throwing money away. And so I got rid of the site. So I had to find an alternate way to get these picks out. And I think what's ultimately going to happen is going to force me to be more, efficient, which is a good thing. All right. So, what I want to do tonight is explain to you, and it's really simple. Again, the concept is pretty much the same. It's just going to be going about it a little bit differently. If you're out there, you have any questions, tonight's the night to ask. Again, if you're watching this on playback and you're in one of these leagues and you have a question, please, by all means, leave a comment down in the comment section. I'll see it. I'll answer it. If not, also, you can shoot me an email. We've corresponded already via email. I've sent you a confirmation email. If you have signed up, you should have received some sort of confirmation email from me. Check your spam. I've had people tell me that the email has gone to their spam, so check that as well. Tonight, I'm going to show you how you can make sure that you're in the pool right now, because I've got the master sheet set up, so you can check that. If you don't see your name, hit me up. If you see your name, but it's not listed the way you want it, hit me up. You paid your money. Everything should look the way that you want it to look. So we'll get into all the particulars tonight. But if you got any questions, just use hashtag LouieTLive, and I'll read your comment if it pertains to this subject matter that we're discussing tonight. So with that said, let's get to how you can, and I'll explain the rules and all of that stuff for those of you who haven't played before. I'll get into intricate details tonight. But let's first get to how you can insert your picks, make your picks on a weekly basis. So what I'm going to do, you got 3 ways to do this. Okay. Now, the easiest way is I'm going to pin. So let's take a look at this real quick. So if you can look at the screen in front of you, I've got 2 different things set up. The first is my, YouTube community wall. So every single Tuesday, I'm going to update this community wall. All right. Now, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to update this community wall. Now, some weeks it'll be Monday. I'll be on it. Those sheets will be out on Monday. But generally, I like for the week that is just passed to be fully over. So by the time you wake up on Tuesday morning, the sheets should be available. All the adjustments to the sheet, meaning the master sheet, wins and losses, updated, current standings, all that stuff should be updated by the time you wake up on Tuesday morning. After the Monday night game, I go live. After all of that is done, I'll probably sit down and knock everything out at that point. So when you wake up that next morning, sheets for the next week are up. A master sheet is up, so you can follow and see the results from the week that was and all of that stuff. You can make your new selections. By Thursday, obviously, we're changing the time this year. So in previous years, I would allow you to go up until kickoff to submit your picks. What I've found is that it makes it incredibly tough on me to get the sheets out to everyone. What I'm looking for this year is transparency through and through. So I want you to have these sheets in your hand, in your possession, okay? Access to the master sheet by the time kickoff takes place. So we're cutting it off at 6 this year. Have your sheets submitted by 6 o'clock p.m. on Thursday night, and that way I can then turn around and push those sheets out to you before kickoff on Thursday night. So you'll have all of the survivor pool picks. You'll have all of the selections made by you and every other person in the pool that is submitted a pick. Now, if you turn your picks in late, all right, I close the window. So those of you know, I close the sheets off at once the deadline hits. So at 6, more likely than not, the sheets will be closed. You can then email me, and people do this all the time. Hey, man, sorry I missed Thursday night window. I'll take the L on Thursday. Here are the rest of my picks. If you want to do that, by all means, the only thing that I ask, if you do that, is that you type the picks in the order that I have them on the sheet. Don't send me picks of random games out of order. I don't like that. Okay. And so what that ultimately is going to lead to me doing is just saying, if you don't have your picks in by that deadline, you can't submit picks. If you're going to send me picks late and you're taking the L for Thursday night because you didn't get them in on time, which is fine, send me the picks in the order that they appear on the master sheet. So you can go access the master sheet. You can see the order the picks are in. And then when you send me them in an email, make sure they're in that order. If it's not, I probably won't do it, because now you've got me having to sort through your picks to make sure this pick goes here, this pick goes. I'm not looking to do all that. You've already made it harder on me by not submitting your picks on time. I'm doing you a favor, essentially. But in any event, the YouTube community wall, this is what you see here, this first graphic. So those are there now. If you go to my YouTube community wall, you'll see this post right here. It says 2023 LTN Winners and Losers League. And right under that, make week 1 picks. You click on that link, a form will open, fill it out. It's really simple. Once you hit the bottom, you don't have to worry about, did I receive it? Once you hit, you fill it out, and it won't let you complete the form without filling out every single category. You can't miss a game. You can't forget your name. You can't forget, all of the things that, because every category, every single question is mandatory that you respond, or it won't allow you to submit. Once you hit the submit button, you can't make any changes. Okay. So if there's a game that you're waffling on, you fill it out. Maybe you find out something later in the week. You get to Thursday, 3 o'clock, and you find out there's a chance that this player isn't playing, and that sways you. Go back, fill the sheet out, right? I'll see that I'm always going to count your second sheet, okay? So if you submit 2 sheets and you make a mistake on the second sheet, that's on you, because I'm going to accept and submit your second sheet. Because in my mind, if you're submitting a second sheet, it means that you had a mistake and you're doing it over, and this is the one you want me to count, okay? Rarely does somebody submit 2 sheets and the first one is the one that they want. That's rare. So just understand, if you submit multiple sheets, I'm going to take the second one. If you're in like the winners and losers, if you're a survivor in your survivor pool. Now, if you're in the weekly pick'em pool and you got 2 sheets, that means you're playing 2 hands. So you just got to pay twice, okay? You play as many times as you want. We'll get into that. But you make your picks, hit the submit button. You don't have to email me to wonder if I got your sheet or anything like that. Once you hit submit, I got your sheet. Trust me, I got it, okay? I know over the years, a lot of people, I'm not sure if you got my sheet or not. I got your sheet. Once you fill out that form, I got your sheet. Trust me, okay? And then you see week 1 master sheet. So week 1 master sheets will be available by kickoff. You go there. Thursday night football starts at about 8:15, 8:20, somewhere in that general vicinity. By the time that rolls around, that master sheet should be there. You should have full access to everyone's selections, including your own, for that week. You can follow along and see what everyone's doing if you so choose. Same thing with the survivor pool. You go down, you see 11th annual LTN Soul Survivor Pool. It says make week 1 selection. You're only making 1 pick, right? Got to pick a winner to advance to the next week. Click on that form, make your selection, pick the 1 team that you're selecting that week. If you make a mistake and pick a team that you've already selected, I'll just shoot you an email and tell you, hey, and make sure you're checking that. You should be keeping up with what you've done. Obviously, there's a master sheet, so you can see all of the picks that you've made in previous weeks are there, so you know which teams you cannot select again. But I'll shoot you an email, hey, you have a team that you've already selected, and this is why it's important that you submit your picks by 6 p.m. when I cut that deadline off, so that there's a grace period there for me if there's an error to be able to correct it in time enough to get those sheets out so everyone is able to see everything. Again, looking for full transparency through and through. Want these sheets out before kickoff so everything is there for you to have by the time the week kicks off. So again, click on the link, fill out. So the master sheet links are on Linktree, right? So there's a link there. You click on it. There's going to be another link that you hit once you get to the Linktree app. You'll see the little logo. It'll say 2023 LTN winners and losers master sheet. Click on that. Boom. Or if you're doing the survivor pool, 11th annual Soul Survivor Pool, click on that. Boom. Master sheet pops up. You'll have access to it. Okay. Weekly Pick'em Pool. Same deal. Click on the link. Take you there. Fill out the form. And submit your pick. Here's a big thing. Here's another big thing. For those of you in the winners and losers pool or survivor pool where you have a name that you submitted, okay, do not change your name every week. In the LouieTeeNetwork weekly pick'em pool, you can name yourself whatever you want each and every single week. The pool changes every week. There's a winner every single week. So it changes. It's brand new. If you're playing in a year-long pool, do not submit a sheet with a different name than the one you've been playing on already, right? So if my name is LouieTeeNetwork in week 1, I can't submit a sheet the following week that says Dandelion and make my picks. I don't know who the hell Dandelion is, okay? So if you're LouieTeeNetwork week 1 on the master sheet, so you can go and look at the master sheet right now, make sure your name is on it. Okay. And all of you filled out your sheet and you put what you wanted to be called on the sheet, the name that everybody else would see. It should be on the sheet. If you've paid and you already filled out registration, it should be there. So check and make sure that you see it there. The links are already here. It's on Twitter as well. Also down in the description of this video. I'll get into all of that in a second, but make sure that you're making sure that your name is the same throughout. All right. So I can't be LouieTeeNetwork week 1 and then week 2 I'm Chicken Fingers. And then week 3, I don't know who the hell Chicken Fingers is. He's not on the master sheet. Okay. Then you're making me work harder to figure out what email that this is attached to and what name. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. I'm already busy enough trying to make sure all of this stuff is organized. I got all of this stuff set up. I got a method to my madness. Make sure that you submit the same name that you've been playing under the entire time, okay? That goes for Soul Survivor Pool. That goes for Weekly Pick, or that goes for Winners and Losers League. Again, Weekly Pick'em is different because there's a winner each and every single week, so the names can change. It doesn't really matter, all right? And once we get to week 1, there will be a master sheet right under the Weekly Pick'em pool where it says week 1 master. There's no sheet to have right now. There's no names because people haven't submitted picks yet. That will change by the time we get to Thursday. There will be an actual master sheet with selections there from other people who have decided to play in the Weekly Pick'em pool. So this will be up every Tuesday and Thursday. I will update this. Okay, I will update this. So same thing with Twitter. So if you look over to your right, you'll see my Twitter page. And what I've done is I've pinned the post to these links in my on my Twitter homepage. Okay. So all you have to do is go to my Twitter or X, excuse me, it's X now, whatever the hell we're calling this now, X. go to my X homepage. It will be pinned at the very top. You do not have to scroll down looking for it, okay? And so this will be updated every Tuesday. Now, the only thing that will change is the master sheet, right? Or on Tuesdays. On Thursdays, so the only link that actually changes is the master link, just so you know. So what I'm going to do after this video is done, and the dust settles and the smoke clears, I'm going to do this one time. I'm not going to do it after this, but I'm going to send you all the links to your email. I'm going to send out a mass email to everyone. So in that mass email, the pick link does not change. So the pick link for weekly, for winners and losers, for weekly pick'em, and for the Soul Survivor does not change. All it is me updating the content that is inside of that link. So I will close that link off at 6 o'clock on Thursday, 6 p.m. I will reopen it up. More likely than not, sometime, you know, on Tuesday morning, it'll probably be ready for you 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But again, you should be sleeping. Wait, when you wake up at 8, 7, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, that link should be open. But those links don't change. So you can even go into your email, archive that, you know, star it, and you can just go in there, and that's how you can submit your picks. Now, in order for you, because the link to the master sheets, you know what? Those won't change either. So you'll have everything. Now that I think about it, these links won't change. These links will not change. So, because that's the beauty of setting it up this way, is that these links won't change. All I have to do is change what is inside of the link. So I'll be updating this every Tuesday and Thursday. On my Twitter, I will pin the new comment up there. On my YouTube community wall, I will have these up there. We will have a show every Tuesday night, 10 o'clock. It'll be late because I got to make sure the kids are asleep. Everything is, you know, copacetic. So it'll be Tuesday nights at 10. You may not be able to join me. It's pretty late. I get it. If you're on the West Coast, that's right up your alley. If you're on the East Coast, might be a little bit too late for you. I get it. But there's a lot going on, as you can imagine. So we will have our recap show Tuesday nights, where we kind of talk about what happened the week prior, how people did, you know, the best of the best from week whatever, the worst of the worst. What's the standings look like, updating. We're going to have some fun with that. So that'll be on Tuesday nights. And we'll also kind of preview, take a look at the upcoming week, you know, and all of that good stuff. And on that video, the links will be down in the description of that. And it will just be the links. It will be nothing else, just the links for you as well. So you'll have 3 different places you can go to get the links. My community wall on YouTube, X in the on my homepage on X. The comment will be pinned, and then also the Tuesday night video that we do will have all the links, and it'll have a detailed breakdown of what went down with the selections, who did the best, who did the worst, everybody in between, kind of just giving you a quick synopsis of the week that was. We're gonna have some fun with it this year. We're gonna make it a little bit more interactive. Make it more of a, community and family feel. Actually have fun in doing this, and not just have it be you submitting picks. Now, again, there's still, bragging rights, cash prize, and in the winners and losers league, there's a championship strap. So there's a lot on the line, not to mention a lot of trash talking and things of that nature as well. We're going to have some fun with it this year. So I think I've covered bases on just about everything. Feel like I got everything that I needed to say in terms of where you can find it, how to submit the picks. The links will not change. These links, and again, I'm going to email you them in that mass email that I sent out, letting you guys know that there was a video tonight. I'm gonna add a couple names because I've had some more people submit, and I'm probably going to wait until Thursday. But you got all you need in multiple spots. This video, community wall, Twitter, where you can just click the link. But by Thursday, when I know everybody, because the deadline for signing up for these pools, 6 o'clock Thursday. Okay, same thing applies that we have for the week submitting your picks. The deadline to submit entry into these leagues and pools is Thursday, 6 p. So you still got time. The links are in the description of this video right here. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll see the links to sign up, things of that nature. However, once I get those last few people that are going to enter into these leagues and pools, I'm going to send out a mass email with all the links that you need. And all you need is that, really all you need is that email. You can revert back to that email every single week to submit your picks. After Monday night, into Tuesday, after Tuesday, really, or during Tuesday, from that point on, you should have access, because all you got to do is click that link and you'll be able to make your selections, right? But if you don't access your email frequently, or you don't want to keep digging for that same email, that's fine. All you got to do, hit Twitter or X, hit the homepage. It'll be pinned to the top. All you got to do is go to YouTube community wall. It'll be there. Or all you got to do is hit the video that we'll be doing every single week. And that'll be in the description of that video. And I'll pin it in the comment section of that video as well. So you'll have a lot of different places where you can access the sheets, make your selections, follow along, all of that good stuff. Let me get into now. I think I can get into some of the intricate details of these pools and leagues, kind of go over some things with you. The rules were submitted on the sheet. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not really that hard for the survivor pool, nor winners and losers. It can be a little tricky with the weekly pick'em pool in terms of tiebreakers. I've explained that already, but I'll explain it once more. So weekly pick'em pool, tons of fun, $7 to get in per sheet. You can play as many sheets as you want. I had somebody play 4 sheets last year and they still didn't win. But play 4 sheets, it gives you a better shot. But weekly pick'em pool, $7. You make your selections, you pick a winner for each game, and then on Monday night, you don't just pick the winner, you also pick combined points. That's the tiebreaker. So this week we got Bills Jets Monday night. You're going to come up with a score that you think the two teams are going to combine, this amount of points you think the two teams are going to combine the score. So you might pick 58. You think it's going to be a high scoring game between these two teams. You pick 58. The winner, and let's say you're tied with someone in terms, you have 2 losses apiece. Each of you have 2 losses, and you both have the Jets winning on Monday night. So now it comes down to the tiebreaker, the points. And you pick 58, the other person picks 56, and the point total ends up being 57. Okay. So how this works is the person that picked 56 would win because they got the closest without going over. Can't go over the point total. You want to either hit it on the head or be as close as you can without going over. So that is the key. You can be closer and go over and still lose. It could be, the person in it with you could have picked 40 and you could have picked 58 and the point total ends up being 57. They still win, even though they're 17 points away and you're just 1 point away because you went over. So that's the tiebreaker. Make sure you keep that in mind. But weekly pick'em pool is great because it's instant cash if you win. You win, boom, you get your bread right then and there. And nothing wrong with a nice piece of change just like that if you're able to get the dub. So that's the difference between the weekly pick'em pool, obviously, and the winners and losers league, which is a year-long cumulative pool, which we tally up your wins and losses on a year-long basis. And at the end, the winner gets to the victor goes the spoils, the championship strap, and of course, the cash prize. So let's see. Let's get to the comment section, see what you guys have to say. Let's see. Kevin, the PRF says, is there anyone not picking Washington? I mean, why are you giving away strategy? And that's how people get eliminated right there. Group think, that's how you get got in a survivor pool. Like, that's the easiest way. Is one of the smartest things you can do is go against the grain in a survivor pool. If we're talking strategy, I don't like talking, but don't listen to me. I've never won. This is year 11. I haven't won once. So what do I know? I'm just telling you, I've been running it for 11 years. Because I haven't won doesn't mean a damn thing in terms of seeing how these things play out. That's how 11 people get eliminated at once, because everybody's thinking like you. Oh, Washington definitely winning. Then they get their ass beaten week 1. And that's what my dumb ass thought last year, along with like 7 or 8 other people. Oh, there's no way Seattle's going to stink. Geno Smith at quarterback. Russell Wilson's going back home. This is definitely going to be an easy dub. And they get their ass whooped in week 1. Well, they get their ass whooped. They lost in week 1, and boom, 7 or 8 of us eliminated just like that. That's generally how it happens in a survivor pool. Everyone thinks they're so smart. You don't know nothing in week 1. You think you know, you have no idea in week 1. You make a selection, 11 other people make the same selection, and 12 of y'all are done in week 1. So good luck with that if that's your thought process. Nick Riley, my guy Nick and Knight writes, how much is the weekly pick'em? I forgot. $7 is the weekly pick'em pool. Lorenzo Simpson writes, I've signed up twice, never got I signed up twice and didn't receive anything. I think there was an issue with yours, because when I was filling out the form, let me look at my email real quick. When I was filling out the form last night, when I was filling everything in, I saw your sheet, but I don't think you there was something that you didn't do, whether it was pay, or if you paid, then I think I had overlooked your stuff, and then I sent out emails to you. One or the other. I'm gonna tell you right now what was wrong with you real quick, because I saw your sheets, but I didn't see that I had sent out emails to you, and there was a reason why. Let me see. So Lorenzo Simpson, let's get to the let's see where you are. Let's see, my man Lorenzo. Oh boy. Okay, I don't see you on the winners and losers. Let's check the Soul Survivor. I think this is where you are anyway. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, here you are. You signed up relatively early in the process. I think what happened is you didn't pay, because I'm looking at 2 girlies and 1 cup, and you used PayPal as your payment. I'm about to go through and check right now. I could be mistaken. It could be on my end, but I'm pretty sure I checked this yesterday and I didn't see anything. So that's probably why I didn't send you a confirmation. But again, it could be on my end. So let's see. Yeah, no. I didn't get a payment from you. That's what the problem was. You signed up. You selected PayPal as your method of payment. I'm going through all the payments that I've received via PayPal, and I'll check. I'll check CashApp as well, but that's why I didn't send you an email, because I look, because we've done this before. You've been in the league with we've done this before, so I figured that you had already did what you needed to do, but I didn't see it. So, but I'll check one final time just to be on the safe side on the Cash App side of things. But you signed up for PayPal. So that's why. And yeah, there's nothing on this side either. So yeah, that's why for the survivor pool. I didn't get a payment from you. Nick Riley says, how much is the winners and losers, bro? I forgot. $25. 25 for winners and losers, 20 for the sole survivor pool. Let's see. Tristan and L Salt says, how you been and how's Washington looking for the season? Vikings fan, but also Louis T fan here. Feeling really good, man. Feeling good going into the season. Obviously, you can have all the confidence you want, but shit can go off the rails real quick. It's the NFL, right? But I feel damn good. I haven't felt this good about the team going into the season in quite some time because I think we got a quarterback. Not I think, I know we got a quarterback. J Cam Man writes, I made my week 1 picks during this video. Are you able to see them? I always like to make sure everything is all set because I am paranoid / Bills fan. Yes. If you made the picks, like I just said, and you're not the only one that does this. Every year, especially at the very beginning, I get people, hey, did you get my picks? Did you get my picks? I'm like, if you hit the submit button, trust me, I got your picks. You don't have to worry. There's nothing that's going to go wrong with this process, okay? If you hit the submit button and you did everything right, and it's not going to allow you to submit the sheet and the form without filling everything out that has an asterisk next to it, which everything on the form has an asterisk. So you have to fill everything out and you hit submit, it's going to submit it. I'm going to receive it. But I can check right now and tell you if I received it. Yes, I have a sheet from you, J Cam Man. Yes, I have your sheet, man. Along with 7 others who've already submitted already. So right away, I'm just thinking in my mind, do we have a grave digger? I don't think I remember filling out the sheet, and maybe somebody just signed up and their name is Gravedigger, but I don't think there's a Gravedigger in winners and losers. Let me go look real fast. I could be wrong. And yeah, I don't see a Gravedigger. And every year we get people who just send me picks in this thing, like I'm just gonna put their picks in here, even though they didn't, they didn't, fill out a registration and pay. But if you're Gravedigger, if you filled out your form as Gravedigger and you're actually in the pool, you didn't sign up as Gravedigger. So again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is a great example. If your name in the pool is Wildflower, you can't then fill out the sheet as Gravedigger. I don't know who the hell Gravedigger is because that's not what you filled it out and that's not what's on the master sheet. So make sure whatever you signed up as, you're filling it out as. All right. Every single week, too. Don't get to week 7 and decide, you know what? I woke up feeling dangerous this morning. I'm dangerous this week. No, you're not. Your name is Oreo Cookie. It's been Oreo Cookie the first 6 weeks. You're Oreo Cookie for all 18 weeks. Okay. Don't wake up feeling dangerous and all of a sudden you're dangerous in week 7. Okay. So just making sure we're on the same page. Yes, I got your sheet, J Cam Man. You don't have to worry. Like I said already, I got your sheet. If you submitted it, I got it. Lorenzo Simpson says, nah, I didn't pay yet. I didn't realize I have to click PayPal myself. I thought it would redirect me. How much is it? I'll send it now. $20. It's $20. You're in the survivor pool. That's $20, Zoe. And that's why. And so that was the mix up. I knew there was a reason because I literally went checking because, again, we have a history. So I'm like, me and Zoe go way back. So I'm pretty sure he did something. This is an error on my end. But then I looked and I received a payment. So I just figured it was coming eventually. You signed up, and whenever you send it, you were going to send it. So, yes, I do remember you, Tristan. I do. I do remember. Let's see. All right, so I got no more comments. Again, if there are any questions, comments, concerns, there are so many ways to get a hold of me, but the easiest, honestly, is to just shoot me an email, because that comes directly to my phone, my watch. Everything is connected to my email. And then, all of this stuff, I'm going to be hypersensitive to emails. Generally, it's much faster to get to me on social media via Twitter in particular. But a lot of people have been talking about how wonky X is now and how you got to do this. And I don't have any issues myself personally, but other people have been complaining of issues since your boy has taken over. And so email is a fail safe and a foolproof way to make sure that if you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot me an email. I will see it. I will respond so that we can get whatever issues you have taken care of. Again, check the master sheets. Everything's out right now. You have access to the master sheet. Obviously, there are no picks on it right now. That will change. On Thursday, you'll have the master sheet. All the selections made by everyone in the pool will be there. Remember, if you miss 2 weeks, if you miss 2 weeks in a row, normally I go 3 weeks in a row, but the sheet clearly states 2 weeks in a row or 3 weeks in excess, right? 3 weeks in total, then you get eliminated from the pool, whatever pool you're in. If you're in a survivor pool, you get one chance to not send me a pick, which is why I always ask you who your favorite team is, because if you have selected your favorite team already, then you're already eliminated if you don't send me a survivor pool pick. You're out. Boom, you're done. If you haven't selected your team, your favorite team, then your de facto pick is your favorite team. So if you haven't used your favorite team, that'll bail you out in the event that you don't submit a pick for whatever reason, and shit happens. Life happens, and unforeseen circumstances happen. And the last thing you're thinking about is submitting picks that week. I get it. Shit happens. But hopefully if you're not able to make picks, I don't know what else to tell you. Shit goes on, that's life in general. It sucks, but that's the as a wise man always like to say, that's the truth of the matter. So just understand that if you didn't make picks for 3 weeks in a row, don't show up, submit picks, and expect your name to still be there. Now we're being efficient. We're getting rid of names that are just taking up space. Less work I have to do tallying up all the responses and getting the right win-loss record and all that stuff. Just take that shit out of there, right? One less person I got to do all of that stuff for, right? So you get all of that. So in any event, that's going to do it for me. I can tell y'all, let me just give y'all this information real quick. And I'll have the final number for you guys. And I just had some more people sign up. So the number will change. But right now for the winners and losers pool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What am I doing? Damn, I just messed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, and 2, 3, 4. 34 names right now. 34 times 25. 850 is the pot for the winners and losers as of right now. That's subject to change, obviously, with more people probably adding into the mix during the course of this week, getting in before the deadline. Meanwhile, the Soul Survivor pool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36 times 20 is 720. So that we've already set a record for the survivor pool with the total right now. Last year, I think, was the highest, and that was like 460 or 420 or something like that, 440, something like that, somewhere along that line, those lines. So we've already hit a record high this year for the survivor pool. And last year, I think the winner was declared by week, and Rock and Rob is the reigning survivor pool champion. And I think he won in week 6 last year. So it doesn't take long, one wrong step. You can map this shit out beautifully. That's the thing about a survivor pool that's frustrating, is you can set it up. Oh, I saved my Kansas City. Oh, I saved my Buffalo. And you could have made some awesome picks early, and then you step on a landmine in week 5 out of nowhere, right? That's the week Kansas City decides to lay an egg. That's the week Buffalo decides to let you down. Or that's the week where a team who hadn't won finally gets off the schneid and wins their first game. And just like that, you never got to use Kansas City. You never got to use Buffalo. You did all this smart shit, and you still, that's me. I just described myself, right? Oh, man. Everybody's making a sharp right turn. I'm going left. And it works out beautifully. And then when I decide, man, this is an easy, straight path, I go straight and I get in an accident. And you're like, bro, I've been doing all this crazy off-road driving. Nothing ever happened to me. Now I'm just going straight, and somehow I managed to get in an accident, or an accident finds me. That's a survivor pool, man. So I've been in survivor pools that lasted to week 12. I've been in survivor pools that were over by week 6, like last year. I was out at week 1. So again, you never know how these things are gonna go, man. It's crazy, I tell you. But I digress. Cold pillows. Right, first time player here, just out of curiosity, what's stopping someone from using another participant's name to try and sabotage? Because your email is connected to it. So I can see your email. So you can't sabotage. Because every person, and they don't know your email. Only I can see that. So only way they can sabotage is if they have your email address to a T and they know everything. And so they submit it with your name and your email. But people don't have that information. If you don't give them that information, they don't have it. So that's the only way they'd be able to sabotage anything. And if you see that, you need to say that when the picks first come out. Like, don't wait until after the games happen. Hey, I didn't make this pick. It's too late now, right? You had access to that all the entire time. Like, if you see some irregularities, or you see something wrong, I put in a wrong pick. The mistakes happen, right? But generally, again, all of this is computer driven. I'm not doing anything freehand in terms of your selections. This is why we have Google Documents. So everything is done based on the computer. All I'm doing is cutting and pasting. That is it. I am not typing anything in. You guys are submitting these picks yourselves. So again, if you put in the wrong team, that's on you, right? However, no one can sabotage, because again, every single one of these picks is connected to an email. So I can see your name, and I can also see your email. So Ozo Fazo, stand up. You know what it is. We in the building. Ozo Fazo, welcome to the MOBB mob. Y'all know what to do. Open your arms wide. Welcome Ozo Fazo to the squad. Looking forward to chopping it up with you, and so glad to have you be a member of the squad. Welcome aboard. Let's see. All right. So, any other questions before we get out of here? Really appreciate you guys coming out. Really appreciate everybody who's playing right now, because again, this doesn't exist without you guys. It's not any fun if we don't have the support and the participation from you guys. It's no fun. So I really do truly appreciate all of you supporting, playing, making this as fun. And we're gonna have a lot of fun this year. I promise. We're gonna make this thing more than just you submitting picks. You know, we're gonna make the, and for those of you who've been with me long enough, going all the way back to the upper room and all the shenanigans that we used to do back in the days, it's gonna be a lot closer to that than of recent memory, right? So gonna kind of bring some of those old feelings back, man. I don't know where they went at, but I'm just trying to bring the good times back. That's what I intend to do this year, anyway. Ozo Fazo. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Once again, thank you for being the newest member of the MOBB. Don't see a comment from you. I'm assuming you had something you wanted to say. Going to try to wait it out and see if there's something that you want to add in. You don't have to super chat again. If you've already, you've got a comment you want to make, you already paid your $4.99, just type it in here. There are not a ton of comments in here, so I don't have to scroll like it would be if it was a crazy stream and there's, hundreds of people in here. Then it would be kind of hard to find it. But, if you got something to say, go ahead and type it in the comment section and I will read it. I'll give you a couple minutes to see if there's something that you want to say or get off your chest. If not, we'll get out of here. I don't want to hold you guys here any longer than I need to. Clemson is playing Duke. It was a good game. It was right at halftime pretty much when I came on. So I just watched the rest of that game. And I'll catch everybody. The Louie T Network is in full effect starting on Tuesday. So tomorrow, looking forward to hitting the ground running and having a hell of a season, man. 3 days from now, we'll be talking about Chiefs and Lions. So anyway, Brian Horst writes, I paid for 2 leagues with 1 lump sum. Is that okay? Yep. No, I saw your $45. I got it. I'm going to send out the emails letting you know that I got your, as long as I see that you filled out your registration forms, I got your money, and I will send those confirmation emails. I will insert you into the master sheets for both the survivor pool and winners and losers. You're good to go, my man, if you filled out the registration. I haven't checked. I can check right now, though, since we're having this conversation right now. If you filled it out before, I'm gonna just go through the emails real quick to see if you're in here, because you haven't filled one out recently, but you might have filled it out in the past and then you just paid the money. Let me see. All right, no, you haven't filled out the registration form for winners and losers. Let me check. Soul Survivor Pool. Make sure you do that. That's as important as anything else, is that you fill out the registration. So, yeah, and you didn't fill out the registration. So fill out the registration for both of those. I got your bread, and I will, once you fill out those registrations, Brian, then I will go ahead and send out those confirmation emails to you and add you into the master sheet. Let's see. Rich says, are you doing a 10 p.m. stream tomorrow? No, because we won't have everyone in the pool yet. I could, technically speaking, I could do one tomorrow night, but you're going to still have people who haven't gotten in, and I may change my mind. Right now, no. The answer is no right now. This week's going to be hectic as it is, getting everything kind of squared away. It's week 1. You're helter-skelter. Probably not. I want to give everybody an opportunity to get in. But I also want to kind of build up. This is what this is kind of serving as, but I also want to build up some excitement for it. So there's a chance. I put it at a 5% chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. As of right now, no. But, I could get to tomorrow night. I'm feeling great. I've gotten most of my work done already. I don't have anything else that I've got going on. The kids are asleep, which I know they'll be asleep by 10 o'clock. And I could say, you know what? Yeah, I got time, and I could jump on, right? But moving forward, that's going to be the standard. 10 o'clock Tuesday night, I'm going to jump on and be live with you guys doing this. But I don't think it'll be tomorrow night. That's a great question. It could happen tomorrow, but I'll still probably be filling out a lot of these, getting everything kind of squared away, crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's, so forth and so forth. So let's see. Oh, okay. Ozo Fazo, thank you for the super chat. As I mentioned already, who writes, been watching you for a couple years, Lou. Finally became a member and just joined Soul Survivor as well. Excited for this season. Appreciate you, Ozo Fazo. And I'm excited for the season too. I cannot wait to see the Burgundy and Gold take the field on Sunday afternoon, 1:05 p.m. against the Arizona Cardinals. The anticipation is building, and I am like a caged animal just waiting to break out. So looking forward to this weekend and really the entire season as a whole. And all of the shenanigans start Wednesday. We really don't know anything. We won't know anything tomorrow. We won't hear it. The work week doesn't start until Wednesday. But Wednesday, we'll get that injury report. We'll hear from Ron Rivera. We'll hear from Sam Howell. You know how it goes. You hear from the quarterbacks on Wednesday, quarterback on Wednesday, the head coach on Wednesday. You usually hear from the coordinators on Thursday. So we're going to get into that rhythm and flow of the week. You'll get the Commanders Nightly News. So y'all know the vibes, man. It's about to, oh my God, it's a great time, isn't it? Oh man, I really do mean that. Anyway, all right, Brian. So yeah, fill out the registration and that will lock you in. Jeremiah Stafford says he filled out. I got your form for the Survivor pool, Brian. And I got yours for the winners and losers. So you're locked in now. And Jeremiah, I got yours for the winners and losers. If that's what you're getting into, I have that registration form. I don't know if I received your money or not, but let's see. All right, I got your money. So I'm gonna get a money update real quick. Got your money, Lorenzo. So you're good now. I'll be sending out that confirmation email for you. Let's see, did anybody else? All right, so got your money, Brian. Got your money, Twin D, for the weekly pick'em. And back in show, somebody sent me. Let me go over here. And I'm assuming. I shouldn't assume. I'm not gonna assume anything. But somebody on CashApp named Back in Show just sent me $25 for the Soul Survivor pool. It's only 20, so I'm gonna. If you're looking to play in the Soul Survivor pool, I'm going to Cash App you back the difference, the $5, so that you would have paid your 20. If you're looking to play in winners and losers, but you put here for the Soul Survivor pool, so I'm assuming that's what you're trying to. And I see somebody signed up, but I don't want to assume that it's you. So again, if you are back in show and you just sent me this and you're in the Survivor pool, I will be refunding you $5 for that. Okay, so I will. Okay, back in show. Did you fill out your registration form, Ozo Fazo? The link is down in the description for the Survivor pool. If you filled it in already, I'll be sending you back the $5. I know it's you now, but the question is, did you fill out your registration? Got to make sure you fill out the registration in conjunction with the $20, right? That's how you get locked in. So, let's see. All right. Think everybody's good. J Cam Man says Wyoming beat Texas Tech. Good sign for Josh Allen or me with winners and losers, one or the other. It's a good omen. Hope we saw that game though. It was awesome. You know what? I gave up on that game early. Texas Tech was up like 17-0, and I was all over the place that night, and I never went back. And then I was kicking myself the next day when I saw the score and how it ended in double overtime, and I was like, "You idiot!" But this is what happens sometimes, when you leave a game thinking it's a non-competitive game. Generally, in college football, it stays non-competitive. I should have known though. Wyoming was at home, and all it was going to take was a score to get back into the mix. But I never came back, unfortunately. So yeah, I missed that one. But I did see highlights of the game, but I didn't get to watch it. So that's on me. All right. All right. All right. Cool. So I will go ahead and I will get out of here. Allow you guys to enjoy the rest of the night. Clemson and Duke were locked into a defensive struggle. When I left, I think it was 7-6, and Duke was driving right before the half, getting in the field goal range. I'm really checking this Leonard kid out from Duke. He's supposed to be, good at the quarter. I wasn't blown away. He looks like a solid, but they said he's extremely raw. They said he didn't start playing quarterback until his junior year of high school. I can tell he's extremely raw, but he's got some tools. And, NFL loves toolsy guys, and he's got all the tools necessary to be, an NFL prospect. We'll see. If tools are one thing, but you gotta figure it out, and you gotta show, why people feel like you can be a first round pick. And right now, I'm hearing first round being thrown around with his name. So if that's the case, he's gonna have to show me. I've seen some things though that intrigue me, and I'll be keeping tabs on this kid throughout the course of the year. But let's see what he does the remainder of this game. They should be up. They should be close, shutting Clemson out right now, if not for a muffed punt by one of their players. But anyway, I digress. Kevin, the PRF says, I owe you a Soul Survivor registration. I will send it right after the stream. Sounds good. Sounds good. In any event, you guys get out of here, and we will reconvene Wednesday for the Louie T Network podcast. I will talk about all of this stuff, make comments about it during the podcast on Wednesday. We'll get back into the swing of things from a podcast standpoint. There will be structure to the podcast. There will be specific days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But you know what we're doing Monday. We're going around the league, slate skating. You know what we're doing Wednesday. That's the day where social media maneuvers, you get to ask questions. Obviously we all have different teams, things of that nature. You want to talk about your team, that's the day to do it. Friday, making selections and talking about Thursday night football, Thursday night leftovers. So we're going to get into the swing of things, right? This week is you're revving that engine up, right? So again, we're about to get back on schedule. So y'all know what it is. Anyway, I digress. Y'all get out of here. Go finish watching the game. I am, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Commanders Nightly News firing back up tomorrow, among other things. Have a great night. Take care. God bless, and good night. Louie T Network.